Have you ever noticed your child watching a commercial, listening to a classmate, or hearing adults talk about vaccines, and suddenly comes to you asking, "Mom, Dad, what is a vaccine?" You might freeze. You might feel a little unsure. Maybe you worry that if you give too much information, they'll get scared. Maybe you worry that if you don't explain it well, they'll misunderstand and become anxious about doctors or shots. You are not alone. Parents all over the world face this exact moment. Explaining vaccines to children can feel like walking a tightrope. You want to be truthful, but you also want to be gentle and reassuring. You want to explain complex science in a way that a small child can understand without giving too much or too little. In this video, we're going to break it down step by step. You'll get practical advice on how to explain vaccines in a way that is simple, clear, and comforting. By the end, you'll have a set of tools ready to answer your child's questions calmly, confidently, and in a way that helps them understand the importance of vaccines without fear. Children are naturally curious. They see posters at school, commercials on TV, or overhear conversations at home or with friends. They might hear about germs, viruses, or the flu, and suddenly it all raises questions in their little minds. Why do I need a shot? Will it hurt? What happens if I don't take it? At this age, children are trying to make sense of the world. They notice patterns. When people get sick, they take medicine. When people go to the doctor, they sometimes get injections. When a friend complains about a sore arm after a shot, it sticks in their memory. They begin to connect dots, sometimes drawing wrong conclusions. That's why the way you explain vaccines matters. If your answer is too technical, like vaccines stimulate your immune system by introducing antigens, it can confuse them. If your answer is too simplistic or dismissive, like don't worry about it, they may feel ignored. And if you use fear as motivation, it will hurt if you don't. You can unintentionally make vaccines a source of anxiety. Instead, what children need most is clarity and reassurance. They need to understand what a vaccine is in a way that fits their developmental stage, and they need to feel safe with you, the person they trust the most. Let's look at some common mistakes parents make when explaining vaccines to children. First, avoiding the topic entirely. Some parents think, "They're too young to understand. I'll wait until they're older." The problem is that children notice gaps. They see the shots, they hear stories, and their imagination often fills in blanks, sometimes worse than the truth. Second, giving overly technical explanations, saying, "Vaccines contain antigens that train your immune system to recognize pathogens," may be scientifically accurate, but often goes completely over the head of a young child. They hear words like antigens and pathogens, and their eyes glaze over. Third, using fear-based language, saying, "It will hurt if you don't get a shot," or "You'll get very sick," can make the child anxious and afraid of medical professionals. Fear can backfire, making them resist future vaccines or develop a general anxiety about doctors. The key takeaway: avoid avoidance, avoid unnecessary complexity, and avoid fear. Instead, focus on simple truth, validation, and reassurance. These 3 steps are foundation for helping your child understand vaccines in a healthy and positive way. Before explaining vaccines, it's important to understand how children think at different ages. Kids do not process information the same way adults do. Their brains are still developing, and their understanding of cause and effect is often limited to what they can see, touch, or imagine. Ages 3 to 5, young children think very concretely. They understand simple cause and effect, but abstract concepts like germs, immune systems, or viruses are too complex. They need short, clear explanations that relate to something familiar, like a superhero shield or their body's own soldiers. Ages 6 to 8. Children in this stage are more capable of reasoning and understanding sequences. They can grasp why vaccines are necessary, but still need reassurance. They may ask questions like, "Will I be sick after the shot?" Or, "Why do I have to get it if I'm not sick?" Ages 9 to 12. Older children can understand more abstract concepts. They can learn basic science about how vaccines work, why society values immunization, and even ideas of protecting others. They still need reassurance, but they are able to engage in more detailed discussions. When you explain vaccines, keep these points in mind: simplicity, honesty, and reassurance. The explanation should be, Simple and truthful. Use words a child can understand. Avoid scientific jargon. Relatable. Connect the idea to something the child knows. For example, say, vaccines are like tiny superheroes training your body to fight germs. Supportive. Let the child know it's normal to be nervous, and you will be there the whole time. You can adapt the explanation depending on the child's age. For a 4-year-old, you might say, a vaccine is a tiny shot that helps your body fight germs. It's like giving your body superheroes to help you stay healthy. For a 7-year-old, vaccines teach your body how to recognize germs and fight them so you don't get sick. It's okay to feel a little nervous. Lots of kids feel the same. For a 10-year-old, vaccines contain tiny harmless parts of germs that train your immune system. They help protect you and others by preventing the spread of disease. Getting the shot might pinch for a second, but it keeps you safe. Children often ask more questions. Will it hurt? Why do I need it? Can I skip it? Answer calmly and consistently. Will it hurt? It might pinch for a moment, but will be over quickly, and I'll be right here. Why do I need it? It teaches your body how to fight germs so you don't get sick. Can I skip it? Vaccines are important to keep you safe and healthy. Everyone benefits when we protect ourselves. Repeating the explanation helps them feel secure. Sometimes children ask the same question multiple times. This is normal. Your calm and consistent responses build trust and reduce fear. The first step is to give a simple and truthful explanation. Children respond best to clarity. For young kids, you might say, a vaccine is a tiny shot that teaches your body how to fight germs. It's like giving your body little superheroes to help you stay healthy. For older children, you can expand a bit. Vaccines contain very small, harmless parts of germs that teach your body's defense system how to fight real germs if they appear. It helps protect you and others from getting sick. Notice that in both explanations, we focus on honesty but avoid overwhelming details. Keep sentences short and relatable. Use metaphors your child can visualize, like superheroes, shields, or training soldiers. These ideas turn abstract science into something tangible and comforting for children. Step 2 is validating your child's feelings. Acknowledge any nervousness, fear, or curiosity they might have. You could say, it's okay to feel nervous. Many kids feel a little scared about shots, and that's completely normal. Validation helps children feel safe and understood. If they see that you accept their feelings without judgment, they are less likely to become anxious or resistant. Avoid phrases that dismiss or minimize their emotions, like don't be silly or there's nothing to worry about. Instead, be empathetic, calm, and reassuring. For example, if your child says, I don't want it, it might hurt, you could respond, I understand. It might pinch for a moment, but it will be over quickly. I'll be right here with you the whole time. This approach builds trust and models emotional intelligence, showing children that their feelings are important and manageable. The final step is reinforcement and reassurance. Children need to know they are safe, that the process is quick, and that they are not alone. You might say, the shot will only take a few seconds, and I'll stay with you the whole time. Afterward, you can choose a fun activity, like reading your favorite story or getting a sticker. Adding a small reward or positive reinforcement can make the experience less stressful and even empowering. Avoid bribing, but simple acknowledgement of bravery, like a high five, sticker, or hug, helps children associate vaccines with safety and support rather than fear. For older children, you can also explain the social aspect. Vaccines protect not only you, but also other kids and adults around you. By getting your shot, you help everyone stay healthy. This introduces responsibility in a gentle, age-appropriate way, reinforcing the value of community and empathy. Even after you explain vaccines, children often have more questions. Some common ones are, will it hurt? Why do I need it? Can I skip it? Answer calmly and clearly. For example, will it hurt? It might pinch for a second, but it will be over very quickly, and I'll be right here with you. Why do I need it? Vaccines help your body learn how to fight germs so you don't get sick. They also help protect other people around you. Can I skip it? Vaccines are important for everyone's safety. By getting vaccinated, you help yourself and others stay healthy. Some children may still feel anxious even after repeated explanations. That's okay. Fear is natural, and it doesn't mean your child won't cooperate. Here are a few strategies. Keycap 1 model calm behavior. Children watch your reactions. Stay calm, smile, and speak gently. Keycap 2 practice and role play. Use a toy or stuffed animal to practice getting a shot. Let the child pretend to give a shot to the toy first. Keycap 3 offer choices where possible. For example, do you want to sit on my lap or the chair? Giving a sense of control helps reduce anxiety. Keycap 4 provide comfort. Hug, hold hands, or give a small reassurance object like a favorite toy. The key is patience. Avoid showing frustration or rushing the child. Every child reacts differently, and acknowledging their feelings while maintaining calm guidance makes the experience much smoother. Let's recap the main points. Explain vaccines with a simple, truthful statement that a child can understand. Validate feelings. Acknowledge nervousness or fear. Reassure and provide support. Stay with them and give calm encouragement. Answer questions patiently and consistently. Use gentle metaphors, practice, and positive reinforcement to make the experience easier. By following these steps, you're not only helping your child understand vaccines, but also teaching them to trust their body, their parents, and the world around them. You're showing that complex, sometimes scary topics can be discussed safely and calmly, building confidence for future questions and challenges. Remember, the goal is not to give a perfect scientific lecture. The goal is to make your child feel safe, understood, and confident while learning something important. Calmness, honesty, and reassurance are the keys. If you found this video helpful, consider sharing it with other parents who may have the same questions and subscribe to the channel. Your child's curiosity is natural, and with the right approach, you can help them navigate the world with understanding and confidence.